Hey guys, it's me. Very sorry for missing last week's entry. I am extremely busy these days. Starting off classes and everything. It is looking like I am going to be very, very strapped for free time this year. There is the normal strain of homework, which is of course massive, and is compounded by the fact that I'm in counting my independent study 5 courses this semester, as opposed to 4. I'm trying to start a band. Don't know when I'm gonna be able to get that rolling. I've also just agreed to join another one, and my friends have convinced me to audition on Thursday for our a cappella group, or one of the 2 a cappella groups on campus, the Gin and Tonics. So I'm gonna go out for that. I'm not good at singing, at all. So the odds of that being a thing are slim, but I'm gonna give it a shot because a couple of my favorite people are in it, so it'll be a lot of fun if it works out. But what that all adds up to is, in between that and the fact that I'm in a relationship, which is also new and also very time consuming, what that all adds up to is that I have very little free time, and I'm still acting like I do. I have free time. I'm still reading comics instead of doing work and watching like a Star Trek movie a day this past week. Today I watched The Undiscovered Country. It was very good. More on that never. I well, let's do the 3 good things that happened to me this week. Or these past 2 weeks, I guess, since I missed last week. The start of classes is a little too generic, so I'm not gonna. Specifically, the first rehearsal of jazz ensemble was last night, and it was a lot of fun. I went in, a little worried about my level of playing and knowledge and whether I'm up to par to be playing jazz, but we were like shifting through different combinations of players playing in small groups, and I was the only bass player, so I wound up playing through the whole thing with all different combinations of people, and I discovered that while I obviously still know very little to nothing about the jazz music, I can hold my own playing the basic stuff, which is nice to know because, that means that I will be able to use this course as a springboard from which to improve my knowledge of a whole musical world that I've always been fascinated by but have never really plunged into. So that should kick ass. What is a second good thing that happened? I was tossing this and I hit myself in the head just now. Each once a week. My day is Wednesdays. We're keeping in touch with each other by recording this video. So I'm going to introduce you. Hey guys, this is Jeff Iverson. This is one of the coolest people, one of my favorite things about this school. And he and I have been spending a lot of time together. I introduced him to Firefly last year. Mm-hmm. And this year we finished up Firefly and are now going to watch through Dollhouse, which promises to at least be very interesting. But I really want you both to come here and hang out with my friends, and I'm really excited for the both of you to meet this kid, particularly Allie, because I think you guys will hit it off magically, wonderfully, swimmingly, other adverbs. So,
I look forward to it.
Jeff, I just want you to
I'm Jeff.
Say some stuff, introduce yourself.
I like, I don't know.
Anything.
I like things. I'm a nerd. I'm a student of biochemistry here at Hampshire. I have interests in sociology. What am I fucking doing? Hey, I don't know. I look forward to meeting you in person. I'm a lot more, cool when I actually can see you.
Jeff is
face to face.
Jeff and I enjoy watching and discussing science fiction, and
that we do.
And
because science fiction is probably the best kind of fiction.
And exaggerating to ludicrous extents
That too.
the philosophical ramifications of everything, whether it be what we watch, what we've read in a class, or something we overhear in a conversation, or a minor lyric in a Bruce Springsteen song. Jeff and I will go for... We can go for hours.
I think it's been done.
It has been done.
Yeah.
On 420 particularly.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Good times.
so Jeff is
You should have been there.
Yeah, Jeff is one of the smartest people I've ever known, and someone that I miss dearly when I'm not around him. So I just wanted you guys to know this kid. I just ran into him in the hall just now when I was looking for something.
You guys should visit so I can meet you people.
Absolutely do that. Thank you very much, Jeff Iverson.
All right. Nice to meet you. I don't know. Hi.
So, another class that is very cool that started since my last post is workshop in microfiction. Microfiction is fiction. We generally are defining it in like 250 words or less. We read through a book of short fiction by Spencer Holst. They were very short. I'm gonna read you two of my favorites. One of them, this first one is only a sentence long. It's called Dishes, and it is as follows. The obese puppeteer washed the dishes in the dark. That's it. That's the piece. And we talked for a long time about what we learn from what's said and what's unsaid in there. The significance of the fact that he's a puppeteer and that he's in the dark, that he's spending his whole life unseen. The loneliness of the fact that not only is he the only character mentioned, he's defined as a puppeteer, and here he is without his puppets. He's not in front of anyone. He's not... And just the fact that it's one sentence long gives you a sense that there's nothing more to this guy's life than what we see there. It's an incredibly depressing picture. And there's all these other great little mechanics. My absolute favorite from the whole packet that we read was a little bit longer. And I'm going to read this to you now. It's called The Sacred Cow. The sacred cow stumbled in the mud, blinded by tropical rain, lurched forward onto the ooze, twisting its neck awry as it fell, and one of its long curved horns slipped between the roots of a tree, like a key in a lock, so that when it lumbered to its feet, its horn was held fast, and its snout pressed down into the mud. For 5 minutes it struggled, and the next morning was found, a great white beast, drowned in a puddle. That is just so awesome in so many ways. We came to the conclusion, sort of, to an extent, that it is a sort of a commentary on the randomness of existence. You have this great, mighty beast, sacred, worshipped as a god, and it dies here for no reason. Its life is ended in 2 inches of water. The imagery of its horn slipping into the roots of the tree like a key in a lock is so interesting, because that's the one image in there that indicates anything man-made or anything with any kind of order or purpose to it. The whole rest of the piece has this whole blinded by tropical rain, lurched forward, twisted its neck awry. It's got this whole element of nature and chaos to it, and it's as though the only thing with any purpose or predestination is the way that his horn just slips right there in the root and he's done. And you'd think that that's just there's a quick analysis there, but we talked about that for like 20 minutes, half an hour. We talked about that little paragraph. It's actually all one sentence as well. It's a longer sentence with a couple of semicolons. Everything about it is just so cool, and I'm looking forward to that class. I can't even tell you how much. So unfortunately, it is a work night, and I have been watching Star Trek all night, so I sort of need to call this here. But I hope you guys were intrigued by the microfiction and found Jeff intriguing as well. I missed you both very much. Allie, your tattoo is a thing of awesomeness, and Becca, Vikings win everything, to answer the question you posed to me earlier today. I'm a little insulted, in fact, that you even would insinuate otherwise.